Welcome to SmackDown.
Thanks. You know, after what Liv said at Survivor Series, I wasn't sure if I'd be getting the warmest welcome today.
Oh, you won't be. But I have a different perspective than the rest of the girls. In fact, I'm actually usually pretty rude to the newbies because, well, I don't want them coming for my SmackDown Women's Championship. But I don't have to worry about you at all.
But I plan on coming for that championship.
Oh my goodness, you're hilarious! After your huge mistake in the Survivor Series match, I know that must have been a joke. I don't have to be rude to you at all. We can be friends.
I think we're done here.
LJ, welcome to SmackDown. How you doing? I'm sorry that Survivor Series didn't go so well.
Yeah, not the debut I was hoping for.
Well, you're here now, and have your whole career ahead of you. Listen, I may just be a cameraman, so I can't help train you, but I've been with WWE long enough that I pride myself on knowing how things work around here. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
How do I get a match?
Well, you'll want to talk to Molly first so she can let you know what management has in mind for you. But generally, I've found that matches in WWE, whether they come from management or not, get booked in one of two ways: talking to people or checking your social media messages.
Checking my social media? So you're saying I shouldn't try to go on a social media hiatus while I'm a WWE superstar?
Definitely not. Even a dinosaur like me relies on that instrument of the devil. If you don't check your social media, both the public feed and your direct messages, you might miss out on opportunities. Not everything there will lead to a match, but it's worth keeping up with what the WWE Universe is up to.
Okay, so check my social media feed and direct messages. Got it. And what did you mean by talking to people?
I mean just that. Aside from being booked by management, you'll find that chatting with other superstars, the crew, or even other backstage visitors can lead to opportunities. Sometimes people might have favors to ask of you, others might have bones to pick. You know how they say it's who you know? That's definitely true in WWE. Who you know and who you talk to.
Huh. Seems so easy.
It is. Don't try to put too much on your plate, though. You can always tell somebody who wants a favor no and come back to it later, or diffuse a tense situation. But once you agree to something, you'll need to see it through.
I understand. So take it one thing at a time. That makes sense.
Any other questions? Or anything you'd like me to explain again?
What would you recommend in catering?
Honestly, the tofu. Even if you eat meat, give it a try. The seasoning is incredible.
Noted.
Any other questions? Or anything you'd like me to explain again?
How do I improve my skills around here?
It's just like the old saying goes, practice makes perfect. The more matches and experience you have in WWE, the better. From there, it's usually up to you to determine how you want to apply what you've learned, whether it's improving your strength, getting better at submissions, or putting more power behind your punches. You get the idea.
You said it's usually up to me what I want to improve?
Sure is. Occasionally, you'll find that certain kinds of matches will benefit you in a more specific sort of way. But if that's the case, you'll know that going in. Sports entertainer insight, I call it.
Okay, cool.
Any other questions?
Thanks, Tom. I think I have the info I need.
Fantastic. Good luck tonight, LJ. I'm certain I'll see you around soon.
So, I know I didn't exactly get the best start, but I've got my head on straight now and I'm ready to go.
That's great to hear.
What do you have for me tonight?
Now here's something that's less great to hear. WWE management thinks that after everything that's happened, we should take a beat before we put the spotlight back on you.
Don't worry, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. But I need to redeem myself and show the WWE Universe what I can really do. I need at least a little spotlight.
I think you might have to settle for no spotlight. Backstage sentiment on you is not good right now. You may be a SmackDown superstar, but you've got an uphill battle if you actually want to be on the show.
So, my match tonight is...
non-existent.
Ah. Why didn't you stick up for me with management? You said you wanted to help me succeed. This doesn't seem like that.
Believe me, it would have been much worse if I had fought them on this. The reality of the situation is that you don't want them thinking you're difficult. Lay low and this will blow over. My advice until then? Find a way to make an impact. Be so good in the ring that they can't deny you.
How am I supposed to do that if I can't get a match?
I said I couldn't get you a match on SmackDown. There are other opportunities to wrestle. Actually, I can pull some strings and get you on main event. You'll need to find an opponent, though. Most of the roster is pretty busy with commitments on SmackDown, and I don't have time to play matchmaker.
Pretty busy or pretty mad at me, from the sound of it.
Yeah, I may have heard those rumblings. Although, have you met Ava Moreno yet? She's pretty new to SmackDown too, and also would have something to gain with a good showing on main event.
We've met. I'm not sure she wants to work with me.
Neither of you have to work with anyone. You just have to show up and fight each other. Get her to agree to that, and I'll set up the match. If there's some sort of beef between you two, lean into it. No one said the match had to be friendly.
Well, if it isn't little Justine, I would say I'm sorry how your big debut turned out, but I don't like to lie. What do you want?
Let's cut to the chase. I want a match on main event. Molly said she can get me one if I find an opponent. It sounds like getting that exposure could help both of us. Are you interested?
Sure.
Great. That was actually easier than I thought.
Oh, but let me be clear. I want a match on main event, but not one against you. I want to make an impact here in WWE and make my matches count. It doesn't help me at all to defeat some jobber.
What did you just call me?
If I wasn't perfectly clear at Survivor Series, I like people who've come up the right way and paid their dues. Not nieces who get handed special treatment because of what family they're a part of. And if that wasn't enough, I certainly don't like you after you proved me right and made a mess of things.
Regardless of what you think of me, I don't see how just sitting around and complaining is going to change anything.
I know as well as you do that no one else in the locker room is going to help you. You want a match with me? Prove that you have what it takes when you have to work for an opportunity. Pay some dues and stop waltzing around expecting special treatment.
I don't waltz.
We can agree to disagree, LJ.
I've got some good news for you.
You've actually got a match for me this week?
Actually, yes.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that kind of good news. Thank you.
I should clarify. It's not on SmackDown, but at a non-televised live event. Dana Brooke was supposed to have a match, but she did one too many handsprings, sprained her wrist, and can't compete this weekend.
A match is a match, and if it helps me win a little favor around here to step up, count me in.
Winning the match would help you gain even more favor.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from New York, Tony. And from Staten Island, New York, the most beautiful woman in all of WWE, Carmella!
I know you're having a bit of a rough start, but it's like I always say. Work hard, treat people fairly, and earn respect. Speaking of, if you'd like an opportunity to get some work in, I know someone who could put you through the ringer at the PC. Ever since she had to do a WWE decathlon during her PC training, she's loved giving newbies the same treatment.
It's over.
I hear the powers that be are conspiring to keep you off of SmackDown.
They certainly are. WWE management has it out for me.
I, too, have often been the victim of several conspiracies, most foul. Hang in there. Us persecuted need to stick together.
Thanks, Sammy.
Hey, what's up? I was actually hoping to see you around here.
You were?
Yeah, I loved watching old clips of your aunt on the network when I was growing up, so it was really cool to see you come out at Survivor Series paying tribute to her.
Would have been cooler to win. What are you doing at SmackDown? NXT 2.0 doesn't take up enough of your time?
Just doing some photo shoots and a little press. Honestly, it's been nice to be backstage at a show where I don't have to keep a lookout for toxic attraction. Not that I can't stand up for myself, but it's exhausting.
Want some help?
If you're offering, yeah. Honestly, I think they're just jealous. They may be hot and talented, but they could never do what I do. For one, they'd fall off the skateboard. You don't mind coming to NXT 2.0?
Not at all. It's not like I'm spread too thin with all my matches on SmackDown.
And her partner from Chicago, Illinois, Cora Jade. here are your winners, Tony and Cora Jade.
I respect the effort. But it's gonna take a little bit more than that to get a match with me, LJ.
Now, I heard you're making some waves lately. Waves in the kiddie pool, but waves nonetheless.
Maybe, but I didn't come to WWE to be in the kiddie pool.
Didn't say that you did. Just like I didn't come to WWE to be pushed as the next big thing, only to be ultimately set aside and fired.
Why did you bring up being fired? Is this supposed to be making me feel better?
Started that way, but admittedly it took a turn. Sorry, I should have been more clear. I expected everything to be handed to me, but you're doing the work. Don't let up. Those waves you're making will be noticed.
Someone's been busy.
I'm not just having matches for your benefit. And I don't super appreciate your social media commentary.
I don't really care about the motivation. Besides, I've realized something.
What's that?
Having a handful of matches is not the equivalent of putting in years of work at the performance center. You know, that thing you have to do if you didn't grow up with a famous wrestling family? The so-called dues you've paid over the past couple of weeks are pretty insignificant.
You're backing out of facing me on main event?
I didn't say that. Because I also realize I can harness how unfair this is for my own good. Even if you can't benefit from your pedigree due to your overwhelming lack of talent, there's no reason why I shouldn't. And like it or not, and I do not, having a match with you, LJ, will increase my standing in the eyes of the short-sighted, legend-obsessed WWE management. Especially when I win.
So you're in?
I'm in. But I can't just squash you on main event. If we want people to stand up and really take notice, we're gonna have to have one banger of a match. So don't hold back. I know I won't.
You're determined to make this personal, aren't you?
If it encourages you to try a little harder than you did at Survivor Series, yes.
Fine. I'll ask Molly to set it up. We can settle this in the ring.
That's literally all I've been asking to do.
Ruthless Universe? You know I'm not one for spoilers, but I have it on good authority that the next episode of WWE's main event is going to be can't miss. So don't miss it.
It's the second-generation superstar who's here to write her own story. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from New York, Tony.
This young superstar really is the complete package. She's got power, determination, grace.
Apparently dirt on you, Saxton. Give it a rest. She still has a lot to prove. This is a woman ready to do some damage.
It's the hardest working woman in WWE, Ava Moreno. And from the Bronx, New York, Ava Moreno. Tensions riding high. Plans on getting things settled in the ring. I can't wait.
Ava Moreno is going to pull out everything in her toolkit tonight.
Welcome to main event, where Justine's niece is looking to put her Survivor Series debut in the rearview mirror against up-and-coming superstar Ava Moreno.
I've seen Ava
at the PC, and she's as determined to make it in WWE as anyone out there. She'll be looking to make quick work of her unseasoned opponent.
Come on, Corey. Give Ava's opponent a chance. Rumor has it she's been hustling to get much-needed ring reps, so I, for one, am looking forward to seeing what she can do.
And that was an effective attack, guys.
Oh, man.
Beautiful suplex.
She's firing up. Nope.
Oh, forget about pandering to the WWE Universe. That should keep her head in the game.
To drive. Taking it outside the ring now. Oh, did you hear that?
Well, this is a warning to grab our stuff and go.
Keep it in the ring, please. Saxton's a very fragile boy.
Into the ring now. Able to reverse that one.
Rights and lefts, elbows, knees, all of them lethal.
Placing them into the corner.
Oh, torturous knee.
This could be big. Going up high.
She wants to put an end to things here.
From the top.
Diving thrust kick.
Just mounted with punches and not, oh, a nasty stomp to finish it off.
She's rising back up on those wobbly legs.
A knee right to the face.
That knee is a lethal weapon.
She's bringing the pressure on now.
She's looking unstoppable, actually. Oh, vicious running knee lift.
Perched up top.
Out of the way in time. Still in it.
What a gutsy performance.
Fist directly to the gut.
Face first, good night. And a stop to the gut, too.
Did you see that? Propelled through the air.
Come on, you don't hit a WWE official.
It was clearly an accident, Corey.
But one that it looks like Ava is willing to take advantage of.
Drop toe hold onto the chair.
A chair, a downed referee, and an opportunity. What's she gonna do?
Is she going to use the chair?
Guess she decided to fight fair.
Ouch.
And Ava Moreno gets the win.
It seems like she was trying to do the honorable thing, but it backfired.
You'd think winning would be more important than honor, Byron.
Either way, I can't imagine this second-generation superstar is very happy with the outcome.
At least one person's happy here. This could be the type of win that could really generate some momentum for Ava Moreno.
Well, pretty pleased with how that match went.
Of course you are. You cheated.
What are you talking about? The refs certainly didn't see anything.
You pulled out a chair.
Ava may have done that, but you, of all people, should know that it doesn't matter what actually happens. It only matters what others, in this case the ref, sees, or think they see.
Me, of all people? What does that mean?
I told you I would make the WWE Universe stand up and take notice.
You planned this from the start, didn't you?
Maybe not this exactly, but I knew I had to use an opportunity against you to make a statement. Didn't go exactly as I planned, but lucky for me, you don't even know how to cheat right. And now, everyone's talking about the victory I claimed over little Justine.
Ava's right about that. It's the most buzzworthy main event match we've seen in a while. And not just the finish. You two are really going at it. It's got so much attention that management wants a rematch.
A fair one this time, I hope. Let me prove I'm better than her.
Yes, because matches in WWE are always above board and no one tries any shenanigans. But to your point, the rematch will be no DQ, which means shenanigans are legal.
It's the superstar who's driven to live up to all the hype.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from New York, Tony.
The WWE Universe delivering quite a reaction. Perhaps the most highly anticipated. They don't come tougher than this wrestler. It's Ava Moreno.
And from the Bronx, New York, Ava Moreno.
We're looking at some of the most intense. After fireworks in their last match, Ava Moreno and her opponent are facing off again in a no disqualification match and take care of their unfinished business.
I don't know about you, Cole, but I love that Ava will do anything to get the W. Should come in handy under these rules, or lack thereof.
Let's see if Ava's opponent can match Moreno's intensity without losing focus. You have to think she needs a strong result here to restore her confidence after taking a loss.
Able to capitalize on Ava's mistake.
Man, strikes!
Knee right to the face. Running knee lift.
Just going to keep on coming if you can't find the defense for this.
And things are just going from bad to worse.
This is getting more and more alarming with each uninterrupted attack.
She's into the ring again.
It's a recipe for cracked ribs.
This is getting scary now. No one can survive this much. Made her pay for her mistake.
She's trying to fight back in this one.
And she is just not giving her any room to breathe.
She's fighting hard, and it is paying off.
Stuffing the chair between the top and middle rope.
Getting set up for something in the corner. And it looks like she wants to take this match outside. Taking this one back to the ring now.
She anticipated that one.
And there was some force on that move. She's taking things to ringside.
If you're going to grab a kendo stick, you better be prepared to use it.
Moreno was waiting for that. And that was offense with a hurtful purpose. We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. He is just desperately trying to fight out of it. Clothesline! Off with their head. She's losing all momentum here.
Yeah, she needs to revise her methods quickly.
The springboard attack fails to land. Oh, vicious running knee lift.
Ooh, man. Ooh. Good defense.
Monster set up in the corner.
She avoids the attack completely. Oh, knee to the face.
Downward spiral. Scratching and clawing. This could be it. Oh, my God.
Everyone thought that was 3.
Crossbody. Whoa. That is reckless abandon being shown.
And paying off as well.
And she slides her back to the mat. She's about to rise up to something catastrophic. Shows up. Ava with a cause for concern. That's gotta be it. 2. And that's all she wrote.
Here is your winner, Tony.
And that seemed like a pretty easy day at the office right there.
That's why they call it light work, Cole. Barely even broke a sweat.
That's more like it. I think I've proven my point. I'm better.
I guess you can keep up with me when I'm having a bad day. But better? You must have lost count, LJ. We're even. We both have 1 win and 1 loss.
Ava's right on that point.
Of course you'd be on her side.
Do you really think I have it out for you somehow? Ava's right. As far as WWE is concerned, you're square. So, if you really want to settle the score, this needs to be a best out of 3 series. At least that's what management thinks.
Fine. I'll beat her on the next main event too.
They'd actually like you to have the final match on SmackDown.
On SmackDown?
Are you serious?
That's what I said, didn't I?
Then I can't wait to beat her on SmackDown.
Oh, calm down. Act like you go here.
Just one thing. The show's already been booked and is pretty tight. I could only get you a little time. So it's officially a 5-minute time limit match. My recommendation, if you want to finally settle this, someone better win quickly.
Hey, I've been looking for you, but I haven't seen you around the locker room.
You have? Honestly, I haven't had a reason to be in the SmackDown locker room before now.
Yeah, I've been wanting to apologize for what I said to you at Survivor Series. I think I was a little harsh.
I don't know about that. You were right. I was just thinking about myself, not the team.
You made a mistake. Something I've done a few times in my career. Heck, I even crashed a wedding once. Not my proudest moment, but when you're in the thick of it, sometimes it's easy to get carried away. Anyway, I shouldn't have said everyone on SmackDown was mad at you.
You weren't mad?
Oh, we were. But if we stayed mad at every loss, no one would ever be friends. So I'm sorry. And I'm excited for your match tonight. As far as I'm concerned, you should have won that first one too. You had Ava on her heels.
You watched our first main event match?
Of course. Though, while I respect that you didn't try to cheat, you gotta work on your ring awareness a little bit.
Fair enough.
Good luck out there.
This wrestler grew up in the business, and now she's growing up before our... They don't come tougher than this wrestler. It's Ava Moreno.
And from the Bronx.
For those of you who have been following Ava Moreno and her opponent's rivalry over on Main Event, you're in for a treat. They're here on SmackDown to settle the score.
And for those of you new to the rivalry, you're in for... treat too. These two haven't been in WWE very long, but they're already determined to crush each other.
Unfortunately, they won't have much crushing time, as this is a 5-minute time limit match, so they better crush quickly.
And now she's climbing to the top turnbuckle.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop.
Missed timing with that springboard. Ooh, she responds with a counter.
Oh, heinous knee to the face.
Momentum's all with her now.
Yeah, she is handling her business here.
The fatigue is setting in for her. Heads outside, but this one has to end in the ring.
She will wisely return to the ring now.
She's feeling...
Oh, the high risk doesn't pay off.
Brash decision-making there proved to be extremely detrimental.
Can you recover from such an error? You have to wonder.
All right, snapping her back to reality. This isn't a pose-off.
Something's about to go either very wrong or very right. From the top.
Diving drop kick. A commanding rush of attacks on her here.
She just has to find a spark somehow.
And that was a precisely measured attack.
Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off once again.
Flattened with a downward spiral.
It could be over here.
This is it.
Not so fast. Referee caught him in the act. Breaks the count. Shoulders down. This could be the one that does it for her. Fights the shoulder up in one.
These one counts are going to get harder and harder to kick out of.
Oh, that'll send a shock down your spine.
Costly error there.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
And the cover for the win.
This is it.
And kicks out before the ref's count.
How at this point?
Shots out.
Man, Moreno's in the worst way now.
Is it enough? The cover. An emphatic victory.
Here is your winner, Tony.
Wrestle perhaps the perfect match. Never any doubt in this win.
Never a doubt. Barely a moment's suspense. This one was about as lopsided as they come.
It's like I've always said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And did you see the finish of that match? What a victory! In fact, it's a day of victories for this whole family. Not only did my niece triumph in her first match on SmackDown, it's finally time for that big announcement I've been teasing. As you know, I recently appeared at Survivor Series, and it seemed that impromptu moment scratched an itch that the WWE Universe didn't even know they had. After some talks with corporate, we've come to an arrangement, and starting next episode, Ruthless Digressions will be an official WWE podcast. It'll be all the same content you love, just with a little more WWE oomph behind it, including a brand new studio set so we can record video for all our exclusive interviews. Move over, Broken Skull Sessions and Steve Austin. There's a new podcast host in town, and it's me.
You've done a decent job proving you belong on the roster and shedding the memory of that Survivor Series match. But you want to really prove WWE made the right hire? Try proving you're not only better than any of the other superstars on the roster, but you're better than 2 of them combined.
Cheerio, LJ.
Cheerio? You binge watching another British costume drama?
Well, yes, always. But no. WWE is planning another Queen's Crown tournament, and this time they're really getting into the spirit of love for a monarchy. It's happening overseas at NXT UK.
Well, that's pretty cool. You going over to cover it for Ruthless Digressions? Hey.
No, I can't make the trip. But I was thinking you might.
Sounds smashing. I'll go pack. Oh.
Yeah, voltage adapter. You can and do try to return with a crown, Your Majesty.
Indubitably.